And you can literally see how many different things I've gotten. I got 3 different pairs of shoes and 1 water bottle. What's up, you guys? So today I have a shoe haul for you guys. Recently, I've really gotten into like trail running and trail hiking. So I went out and I got a couple of different pairs of shoes as well as a water bottle. And I got a bunch of different things. And you can literally see how many different things I've gotten. I got 3 different pairs of shoes and 1 water bottle, mostly because I wanted to have like an adequate amount of shoes. Wanted something to have a variety of shoes for whenever I do go running, and the guidance for replacing shoes has always been 500 miles or like 3 months. That's why I got a couple of different options of different kinds of shoes. But first, I wanted to start with this cute little water bottle that I got. This was on like their clearance rack, so that's why I was like picking through it and looking for a really good water bottle, which was like, it needed to be sturdy, and this one is, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but hopefully you can. This one is a metal water bottle, and that will mean that it's a lot more sturdy. In the past, I've almost always gotten plastic water bottles, and whenever you're hiking or camping or something, things tend to move around in your camping backpack, and that causes a lot of my water bottles to like break or burst or something, which I thought was probably not good for like the environment, having to replace water bottles. And it's also just not good for like me when I need water on the trail and my like thing is broken. So I decided to invest in something that was hopefully high quality and would last for a long time. It's 24 ounces and it comes with like a straw lid kind of thing. So this feature I'm not that excited about. I typically don't love the straw lid thing, and it's 24 ounces, so a good amount of water that I can take out whenever I'm going on the trail or something. And it's also just like in a really pretty color, I'd say. Plus it has that Lululemon like branding here. The next thing that I got was this pair of shoes from Alo. Is that how I think you pronounce that? And it's from their Alo Runner series, which you can see right here. And I thought that it was a really good deal. I could see that the shape was correct. Like, it's that curvature shape that you're always looking for whenever you do go and buy like shoes or something for running purposes. When I wore them, they were incredibly comfortable, which is something else that I really always am looking for inside of a running shoe that I'm going to be using for going out into one of the many hiking trails that are near in my area, or just for, you know, doing running or like casually using them. I haven't used these shoes yet when I'm like actually going out, but I did test them out in the store and they were extremely comfortable. You can see how thick like the sole is here, which is a really good thing because that means that it has a lot of padding and stuff. So that is something that you're always going to be looking at whenever you do go like and purchase shoes. The next shoe that I have is this one. It's also white, and I've only recently really gotten into buying like white shoes like this. Normally I get like black or like dark gray, like a darker color, just because I tend to wear a lot of darker colors. But I feel like this white shoe will first of all help me stand out a little bit more like after dark if I'm running or something, which is why I got them. And also I just want to try out like lighter colored shoes. I feel like you only live once, so you might as well take some risks, which I know that's kind of stupid. Like, it's a light colored shoe, it's not really a big risk, but for me and my like dark shoe wearing habits, it kind of is a risk. And it's from the Charge Feel 3 workout shoe. So this one I got mostly for running. Once again, I've been trying to get into running recently, and I've been trying to really like increase my stamina through that. I heard that it's really good for like your heart health and like just health in general, although it does come at like an expense of your like joint health. So there are always trade-offs, of course, but I thought that it was a good form of exercise. I'm also looking into Pilates, so if you do Pilates, let me know into the comments below if you like it, or or like what kind of low impact but like kind of relaxing exercise that I should be doing, because I'm always looking for something new. I've been trying to get into exercise a lot more recently. So this is going to hopefully help me with my running aspirations, but it's also a very comfortable shoe, which I thought would be really, really helpful for whenever I go out on like trails and hiking, because I live in an area with absolutely beautiful hiking. So I thought that shoes like this would help to support my feet properly when I'm like going up in the mountains or like doing hiking and like going up in high elevation and stuff. So it's a really good shoe. It does cost like a kind of high amount, but if you're into running, you know that shoes are very much so an investment, and you can only use them for like 3 months or 500 miles. So that's why I got a few different ones, and I also got like 15% off on this pair actually, which is the last pair that I'm going to be showing you. And all the shoes are in size 9.5 because I like to size up a little bit, just because I find that sizing up a little bit helps with like making sure your toes like spread out like adequately when you're running or something. And this next pair of shoes I've actually been wearing for like a hot minute now, but I've actually gotten so many compliments on those shoes, mostly because like I think that they look really good. Like for running shoes or like exercise shoes, I think that they're pretty fashionable, so I really like the feel of them. They're incredibly comfortable. You can see from the soles, it's like a solid 2 inches almost of like soles, and making sure that you have a really good amount of padding for whenever you go running. I've been using these for the past couple of weeks, and I can tell you that they are a definite investment piece, and they're such a good shoe. And it is from the Beyond Feel running shoe from Lululemon. So if you're looking for a different recommendation, I highly recommend the Beyond Feel running shoe from Lululemon. That is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments below if you're a runner or what kind of shoes you prefer for whenever you do exercise.